Hi, folks. This is Tony Fapiano coming to you from the 22nd, I believe, annual Guilford Rotary Club LobsterFest. Um, just want to give you an overview of what you're going to see today. Normally, I do a very detailed introduction, go to each aspect of the event, and get you a lot of information. We're going to do an overview this time. You've seen this before. Now, if you have never been here before, what you need to know is that the event takes place on the Guilford Fairgrounds. And this is the 22nd, I believe. For 10 years, the first 10 years, it was at Bishop's Apple Orchards. And we outgrew that. The numbers just went crazy after that. And now our numbers are anywhere from 12, 13, 14, 1,500 people actually come to the event each year. So we needed a bigger facility, and the Guilford Fairgrounds is that facility. And what's good in terms of our situation is that we can accommodate more people, number one. And number two, we have free parking. It's very accessible. It's easy in and out, and it's easy to get around. Obviously, the main event is the food that we serve here, and that is we do serve lobsters, and we do serve steak. You'll have a choice of one or the other. I understand that there's some sort of a protest that may take place today regarding the fact that we serve lobsters. I don't know why there isn't also one about steaks, but with respect to lobsters, certainly those folks have every right to protest and to express their opinion. We're fortunate to live in a country like this, and in America, everybody has a right to express themselves. So go for it, and I think some people will agree, some won't. But in any event, this event will go on. Also, in addition to what we serve in the terms of food, that comes with corn on the cob, and all of the fixings come with it. So that's a full course lobster dinner. We have beer and wine. The beer and wine is pretty much up to you how much you want to drink. We do have people that monitor that because we have had situations that once in a while, every so often, people might overdo it. But for the most part, people are well controlled, and our people, our volunteers, make sure they keep an eye on that. The other things that are here that are important, we have coffee, we have dessert, we have a silent auction. The silent auction is a big part of this. And all of that is done by the Guilford Rotary Club. This is one of the events that we do each year to raise money to give back to the community. And this event is our largest fundraiser. Tens of thousands of dollars have come out of this each year for 22 years. And many, many people and many, many organizations and other nonprofits have benefited from that. So it's a very important event from our perspective in that it's our largest fundraiser. Others that you might be aware of, we do a road race on January 1st. We have a rose sale in October. We do other stuff too. But for the most part, this is the one that's a real big one. This must be successful. And weather is a key. Whenever you have an outdoor event like this, you're always a little skittish about weather. Today, the weather reports were not too good this morning. Turns out they're pretty good right now. So our hope is that we keep what we've got right now, which is overcast, about 60, 65 degrees, which is perfect, and we'll be okay. In terms of if it does rain, you see I'm inside of a tent. There's actually a number of different types of tickets to get in here. We have general admission. General admission, we provide a very large venue for people to eat, grab their meals, and we also have what's called reserve seating, which is where I am right now. All of these tents is a slightly higher fee. Get a tent that the Guilford Rotary Club actually puts up for you. And we sell tickets for tables of 8. And it's a good deal. So you can go with general admission, which is a little less expensive. You can step it up a little bit and go with the reserve seating. And again, this is for folks that have not been here before. Most people have some awareness of it. And one other thing that I want to mention, because you're probably going to hear that as we get started, behind me on the bandstand we have 2 bands that will start playing in a few minutes, and once they start, they will play right through to dusk. So that's the other aspect of this. This is a real big party for a lot of groups. And we hope if you haven't been here before that you consider coming here in the future. And if you do that, I think you'll really enjoy it. 75 Rotarians work very, very hard to make this a success every year. And we think we do a pretty good job doing it. After 22 years, we think we've almost got it right. Anyway, with that, I want to also mention that my cameraman today is Lucas Espinoza. And Lucas is jumping up from 7th to 8th grade. And I just want to mention that, I'm not saying this because he's my grandson, but I am saying this because he's a straight A student. He's a statewide recognized swimmer. He's involved in all kinds of activities, and he's just a genuine good kid, and he's a very, very good cameraman. So he's behind the camera today. We're going to hop around and try to give you as much information as we can about Guilford Rotary LobsterFest. With that, thank you for watching. I just want to mention that I am the producer of this program, so if somebody has an issue with anything that you see or hear, let me know. This is not a Rotary production. This is not a GCTV production like the other hundreds and hundreds of programs that I've done from GCTV. This is a Tony Fapiano production. So with that, we're going to take a break, and we'll be right back. Okay, folks, a big part of LobsterFest, obviously, is the bottom line. And many things contribute to the bottom line. One is ticket sales, obviously. But the other, and the one is the silent auction, which you're going to see in a little while. But in addition to that, we have a number of sponsors. And we have a primary main sponsor each year. And this year, it is the gentleman that he works for, Solstice.
Solstice Senior Living at Guilford.
Okay, and what is Solstice? I mean, where are you and what are you? What were you? Because a lot of people will know what you were.
So we used to be the Gables.
Yep.
We're located on Granite Road in Guilford off US 1.
And turn you around so you're looking at the camera.
Off US 1 in Guilford, just across the town line from Brantford. We're an independent living community with 131 apartments, mostly one-bedroom and two-bedroom apartments, and we serve older adults.
Okay, what are the services that you serve?
So first and foremost, we provide a beautiful apartment. Behind me is an image of one of our apartments. We have a beautiful dining room. We provide
the dining room is beautiful, yeah.
We provide 3 chef-prepared meals 7 days a week. Our culinary service director, Jeremy's here with us today as well. And so basically, we help people have a fabulous lifestyle after they reach the point where they're tired of living alone at home.
So many, many years from now, when I'm old.
When you get old, yes.
When I'm very...
Well, you're ready
when
now.
I'm older.
You're ready now.
Well, I probably am. Believe me, I'm ready.
There's no time like the present.
I'm ready.
There's no time like the present. Well, people think they have to be really old to do this, and they don't.
Okay, but define old for me.
Okay.
How old do you have to be a candidate for what you do?
Only 55.
Okay.
I think you're more than 55, aren't you?
A little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit.
So 55, but the average age of our residents is into their 80s, and we have 2 individuals who are one who's just celebrated 100th birthday,
wow,
and one's going to have a 100th birthday later this year. So,
oh my God.
So really probably 70s into their 80s, and a few older adults.
You said you had 102 apartments?
131 apartments.
131.
Mostly studio, 1 bedrooms and 2 bedrooms and a few studios.
Okay, and how many people in the 131 apartments?
Right now around 100 people. We've got 35 men, which is unusual. Usually you think of independent living communities as being populated mostly with older women. We have 35 men.
Because women outlive the men.
The women outlive the men.
My wife reminds me of that all the time.
I think our men have decided they're sick and tired of taking care of everything for themselves, and so they love having us take care of them for them. And so we have a lot of couples too recently who moved in. And in fact, tonight we have a reserved table with 7 of our residents who will be joining us for the LobsterFest.
Oh, good.
Yep.
Now, if somebody in the community hears this, because this is probably just going to be viewed by people in the Guilford community.
Sure.
If somebody here hears this and they want more information, can they just drop in? Do they need an appointment?
They can
go to the website. What do they do?
Drop in anytime between 7:30 a.m. and 7:30 p.m. every day of the week.
And who do they see?
Anybody at the front office. Any of us can give them a quick tour and discuss.
So I walk in and I say, look, I'm considering independent.
Yeah.
Can you help me?
I'd like to look around, and what I'm going to ask you first is what brought you in today, because usually people have a specific reason today for coming in, and so that's the first thing I'm going to ask you, and then we go from there. And then after that, I want to find out what you're looking for, and then after that, we'll talk about how we can help you.
Okay. Now, how long has this not been the Gables?
It became Solstice Senior Living, not the Gables, November 1st of last year, but the community's been there since 1992.
Yeah.
And everybody around here seems to know the Gables.
Yeah.
Right now we're trying to educate the community that we are Solstice Senior Living in Guilford.
Well, that's why you're here today, in part.
And that's, as a Rotarian in your club, I'm happy to be able to be a key sponsor of this event.
Paul is also a new Rotarian, and as I recall, you used to be a Kiwanian.
I was a Kiwanian for years, and when I moved from Virginia to here, I thought, well, maybe it's time to be a Rotarian.
Yeah. So how does Rotary compare to Kiwanis?
Well,
not a fair question.
Not a fair question. You guys are a lot of fun. It's a great club. It really is.
Yeah, we have a lot of fun.
I encourage anybody to check it out. It's a fun group.
Are you having lobster or steak today?
Oh, golly. I think lobster. Yeah,
Lobster.
haven't had any lobster since we moved here from Virginia in the fall, so I'm looking forward to having my first lobster.
Yeah, New England lobster, right? Okay.
Indeed.
And if you get a chance, go over and check out where they actually cook the lobsters, because it is magnificent what they do, how they do, and they get it just right. I don't know how they do it every year, but they get it just right.
So many people in such a short order time. It's an amazing operation.
And I noticed you positioned yourself right next to the beer and wine tent. Was that by accident or was that intentional?
Well, we talked to John Stacks about how to best do this, and he said, how about near the entrance, near the wine and beer pour, near the restrooms? In part because we do have some residents coming to enjoy it with us, and our team is here as well, so he thought this was a good place for us.
Oh, you have a website?
We do, solstice@guilford.com.
Spell that.
SOLSTICE @Guilford, GUILFORD.com.
Okay, and a phone number?
203-458-3337.
Okay, Paul, thanks very much. Good luck with that.
Thank you, Tony.
Okay, lots of luck.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Okay, folks, I am with the president of the Guilford Rotary Club, familiar face to most people in Guilford, Bob Hartman.
Hi, Tony. How are you?
But unfamiliar, who's this?
This is our first granddaughter, Camilla Rose.
Hi, Camilla. How
She'll
are
be
you?
9 months old next week.
Looks like she's got a future in television. She wants the microphone.
Yeah, well, she wants everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, a little known to the people that are not familiar with Rotary. This week, well, there's 32,000 Rotary clubs internationally, and this week, the presidents of each club changes.
They do?
And, you know, we know what we got here. We got a good guy here. He did a
thank
great
you.
job.
You're awfully kind, Tony. I tell you what, I stood by while a lot of great things happened this year. We have the best club there is. Everybody thinks the same about Guilford. Very active, very supportive, very knowledgeable. It's been an honor to be a part of it.
Well, you know, there's two parts to your leadership. One is the leadership where you're bringing us into things that we haven't done before, or things that we've done but maybe haven't done as well as we could. The other part is to harness the energy.
Yeah.
There's a lot of energy in this club.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, it's one thing to go raise money. It's another thing to find worthy causes. But what we really have found is the service aspect. We've got a lot of participation. We've got a lot of people with a lot of skill and a lot of, love for the community and for Rotary.
Now, you have a second generation Rotarian.
I am.
You've been.
My dad.
You knew a lot about it before you even got involved.
So Dad used to talk about Rotary not only as a great organization, but because the people in Rotary were the best people he knew. So when I moved back into town, he said, you've got to be part of this. And he was absolutely right. When I started going to meetings, I couldn't believe my eyes or my ears.
And you moved in from town from where? I know you were in England, I think, right?
We were in London. We were in London for 25 years, where we raised our two kids. Although, because I was in international banking, I got to come home, and I'd be home 12 times a year. I'd go to New York, come up this road and mow the lawn for them, you know.
Yeah.
Dad would say, I see more of you than my son in Cape Cod. Toots.
Grandma, come and get Camilla.
This is my wife, Laura.
Yeah, how are you, Laura?
I'm very well, thank you. How are
see you.
you, Tony?
Very
Good
nice.
to see
Just
you.
commenting on the family. This is number one for you guys?
Number one,
Yeah.
and it's the greatest thing going.
Absolutely.
This having grandkids. Do you have grandchildren?
Yeah.
That's one of them.
Ah,
That's one of them. He was actually the second. We have 6 altogether.
Yeah.
You grandchildren rock.
I remember
It's-
Lucas when he was only
Yeah, little guy.
He was looking at me go like a weed. Good for you.
No, he's a good kid. You know, he just graduated from 7th to 8th grade, and I have to say on camera, straight A student, involved in everything. I mean, just a great kid.
All right, so one of the things I want to talk about here is
They take after their grandmother, by the way.
So now I expect that when he gets to high school, he'll be an Interact kid. I'm so proud of our Interact kids. The Junior Rotary in town is the largest club at Guilford High School. And the kids are so well-spoken, very well led, of course, by Al Jacobs behind us in this tent, and Tom Terabile, Nancy Bishop, and others that help. I'm so proud of these kids, and they're so careful about what they do, and so we can't say enough about it. So I encourage all the kids who are looking for something to
If
do.
he's not an Interact, I'd be surprised.
I would be.
He's a candidate.
He's a candidate. He's a natural leader. Look at him. Yeah.
The thing about that is similar to the club in that it started out years ago as a very small club,
Yeah.
very few kids involved,
Yeah.
and very little activities that they were involved with.
Right.
But over the years, you know what it's got now. They got a huge club.
We have 72 members, 72 active members. A quarter of our membership are women, the average age of our club is now coming down. We've done away with some of the attendance requirements and we've made it easier to be a member.
Good thing about the age coming down. We're getting kind of old to keep doing this.
I've got to give a lot of credit to Pat Todd, our membership, Zarina, who's done a brilliant job attracting people. Let them know that Rotary is
Camilla, come here. Come here. You were crying. What are you crying about? Huh?
Are you crying? Don't cry. Say bub. Bub, 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 bub.
What are they going to call you?
Grandma.
Grandma?
And Grandpa.
And Grandpa?
I went for handsome, but nobody's buying that.
No. Don't go there. Don't go there. Listen. Hi, Helen.
Hi, Helen.
How are you?
You're on TV, Helen.
I have Grandpa from some and Papa from some, and two in Pennsylvania. I'm not sure what I'm going to get, but we'll find out.
You'll find
out.
I'm gonna leave
Anyway,
you.
Bob, great job this year. We appreciate it.
Tony, you're one of our finest, greatest Rotarians. It's quite true. And I've got to tell you, I'm so excited to leave everybody in the good hands of Guy Tomasi.
Okay, but you know what? As a past president, you never leave.
You
never leave.
So I hear.
Because there's so much to do, and you're still so committed.
Yeah.
You want to stay involved, and you will. I know you will stay involved.
I was still learning in the last 2 weeks of the job, the things I picked up in the last week or two that I had to do that was new, and the services I could provide. It's brilliant. I recommend it to anybody.
Yeah, and our club, and not because it's our club, but you get around to all the other clubs.
Yeah.
We have an unbelievable, the mix of people, and
Yeah.
the energy in the club is phenomenal.
And everybody knows from other clubs, and we get along very well from whatever walk of life, and we support one another. We sing, we tell jokes, we laugh. It's camaraderie, it's fellowship, it's service.
Okay, you mentioned membership. If somebody out there is watching and they're thinking of considering becoming a Rotarian, how do they do that? What's the best way of doing that?
You can go to our website. There's an application there, but really it's GuilfordRotaryCT.com, or you can just find a Rotarian who will act as your sponsor.
Come to lunch?
Come to lunch on a Wednesday at the Maritime Grill at noon.
And one of our guests, they could be a guest.
You'll be a guest. Your first lunch is for free. Come in, sit with us. Watch it all happen. It takes an hour and a half of your day. And believe me, it's the best hour and a half of any day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Robert.
All right, Tony.
Great job. Thank you.
Pleasure.
Okay, Lucas. Okay. I found one of the guests here who is not camera shy.
Right.
Is that correct?
Absolutely.
What do I have here?
Bud Yurley.
All right. Now, Bud, last time I talked to you, you were thinking of moving. Are you moving?
Maybe next year.
Next year. You want to move to Florida, I think.
Yeah,
right?
I have relatives down
But you're
there.
still a Guilford
Guilfordite.
You're still the main guy in Guilford.
I graduated 50 years ago in June.
And you're like the mayor of Whitfield Street.
That's what they say. And I went to the graduation on, what was it, Friday? It was great. See the kids, and they have a bright future ahead of them.
Did you eat yet?
Oh, yeah, I had
What'd you have?
steak.
Yeah, so how was it?
It was
Did
excellent.
they cook it exactly the way you wanted?
Medium rare.
Exactly?
Yeah, absolutely.
Because you can send it back if it's not right.
That's right.
All right.
Okay.
Thanks so much, Bud. Good to see you.
Good to see you, Tony.
All right, Lucas. Okay, folks, I am in the dessert line, which is pretty long right now, so I guess all you guys have eaten already.
Yes, and it was delicious.
Okay, and you are?
Joan Connors,
From?
Madison.
From Madison.
Yes.
Have you been to LobsterFest before?
Yes, this is about our 20th time.
Oh, you have. The guy over here has got an eye on you. Do you know him?
Well, let me see. Yes, that's,
You know him. He's a Yankee fan. That's a good thing.
Yes, that's it.
You're in
Yes.
first place right now. Right? There you go. Your name?
My name is Jeb.
All right, Jim. Good to see you. You've been here many times, you said.
Yes.
What did you ate already? You're in the dessert line, so you ate already.
Right.
What did you eat?
A lobster.
How was it?
Excellent.
Was
It's
it?
the best lobster I've had in years.
The lobster was so full,
Right.
weren't they?
This was
I got it all over me, by the way.
I know.
And thank you very much.
Okay.
Oh, you're fine. And who is this?
This is Jack.
You.
Oh, I'm Abby.
And where are you from?
Guilford.
And where are you?
Well, we live in Madison now, but we're originally from Guilford.
Yeah,
This
who's
is
this?
This is Jack.
Well, turn so we can see him on the camera.
Okay.
Oh, there you go. Did you eat already?
Yes, we did.
What'd you have?
Lobster.
Good?
Yes, it was very good.
All right. Have you been here before?
Yes, one other time.
Yeah, terrific. You coming back?
Yes, thank
The
you.
rain didn't scare you away.
No,
We
last
didn't
time I came, it rained too.
You're not old enough to remember, but just remember all the fun they had at Woodstock 50 years
I know.
ago.
How many years ago did it?
That's
No. Did it start here? How many years?
22.
Wow.
22.
Okay. Thank you.
Over here, Lucas. Hi.
Hi,
Wait a minute. You can look right at that camera. And who do we have here?
I'm Sasha. This
Where you
is
from?
Sophia.
New Jersey.
New Jersey?
New Jersey.
How'd you get here?
We drove up to visit friends, and we came in with some friends.
Oh, good. Who do you know that? Where'd you get your ticket?
Online with Joyce and Mark.
These people over here that are gawking at you?
Here, yeah.
Are you gawking at her? Come over here. Come here. Come over here. Who's this guy?
This is Chris.
Hello. Hi, how are you? Your name?
Chris.
From New Jersey also?
Yes. Yep.
Yeah. So you bought your tickets online? You knew nothing about this before?
No. She said we're going to this LobsterFest, and I said okay.
Okay. Did it meet your expectations?
It did. It was great.
You've eaten already? What'd you have? You had
We
lobster?
had lobster, yeah.
Lobster?
It was good.
She had pizza.
You had pizza? Okay.
Yeah.
You know, you can also bring food in for the kids too. Next time you
Next
come,
time, yeah.
if pizza's not what she wants or he wants, you know, bring something and that's okay too.
Good
Or
to
get him
know.
a lobster.
Yeah.
All right,
Good.
terrific. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. I'm going to talk to this lady. You are?
Helen Corbin,
From where?
Fort Myers, Florida.
Really? How'd you get to Guilford, Connecticut for this?
I have family here.
You have family. Is this your family?
My granddaughter.
Hi, how are you? You are?
Tara.
Okay, so you invited Grandma to come up from Florida?
Yep.
Just for LobsterFest?
Yep.
Or is she here anyway?
She's here anyway, but she comes every year.
I've been here every year.
Oh,
yeah.
you've been here before?
Oh, yeah.
So we did something right.
We did
We
it
brought
right.
you back. Did you have lobster
Yeah.
or steak?
Lobster
Good.
and some of their steak.
And you know, they were both excellent. What the lobsters are so full this year?
They were.
The tails are unbelievable. This lady's looking at us. We got to find out who this is. Who are you?
Well, my name is Esty, and this is my first time here.
Your first time?
Yes.
Where are you from?
Well, I live here in Connecticut now, but I'm from South Africa originally.
South Africa?
Yes,
Yeah, you
yes,
have a little bit of an accent.
Just a little tiny bit, yeah.
More of a British type accent.
Yeah. It's British, Dutch kind of.
So how'd you find out about
I
this?
have friends who live here who invited me, so it was only my second time eating lobster. I'm a steak person, so I tried
good.
the lobster.
Yeah, lobsters you would get on that side would be small claws and...
In South Africa we have pretty good food though, and I haven't had lobster there, but I'm sure they're great too. But I do love steak, but I didn't have steak, I had the lobster, so.
Oh, terrific.
It
Great
was
to
good.
see you. Thanks for coming.
Thank you.
Okay, folks, a very, very important part of LobsterFest every year, besides the lobsters, the steak, the beer, the wine, and everything, is the silent auction. And this guy here has been in charge of this silent auction for I don't know how many years now.
8 years. Yep.
And it's important because it's a big part of the bottom line.
Right, that's right. And this will be a record year. We really appreciate your support.
Why is it record?
Most revenue. That'll,
Yeah, but why? I mean, we have more things or
No,
more...
we've about the same number of things, but we got more active crowd. The weather held out for us. We got some unique things. Those help out a lot.
Yeah, so my wife has already been here a couple of times. She's bid on some stuff and she already bought something. So
Yeah.
you had something where you could buy it right now?
We have a value on each one of the items, and if you want to pay that value price anytime during the auction, you have it, and it's yours to go.
She's always looking for bargains. Did she get a bargain?
I don't know what you get. Oh,
I don't know what she got.
if she got the margarita party, yes.
Where do all the items come from?
Probably most from the Rotary, Guilford Rotary people, and then we solicit a lot. Myself and some of the other people involved in the committee, Helen Risso and Gary Drake, they're sort of taking this over, and we're having a great year. So we're
taking it over from you?
Yes.
Why?
They just thought they could get somebody better, I guess, and it takes two to do it. No.
I know what you're talking about, though. You get to a certain point, you know.
I want to do something else.
Yeah.
Yep.
And you know, you don't have the same energy that you might have had 8 years ago or 10 years ago or whatever, too. So that's,
I'm not sure about that.
Yeah. I know in my case, what I do here, you know, it gets old after a while.
It's the first time I got to sit down at dinner, so that was
in
great.
fact, you're in the same tent as I am.
Yeah, that was great.
Yeah, what'd you have, lobster or steak?
I had the steak. Fantastic.
Yeah, very good this year. Everything was good.
Joel should open a steakhouse.
Everything was great. All right, Gary.
Thanks, Tony.
Thanks a lot, buddy. All right. Okay, I am with a Rotarian. Wait a minute. I don't even want to admit that she's a Rotarian. Look at this head.
why?
Look at what's on this head. Anyway, this is Pat Todd. A lot of people know you, Pat, because of your band, obviously.
Right.
They recognize you as the
Yeah, the band leader of Tuxedo Junction, the Sounds of Swing.
Monday
we
night
play
at
Bill's Seafood every Monday year-round, except on holidays. So we won't be there July 4th, but I want you to meet my friends.
All right, will you give me my
friends?
microphone?
Oh, okay.
Thank you. Pat's got a group here with similar problem with their head. What is the story here? What prompted it? Whose idea was this, first of all?
Well, first of all, last year we started by decorating the table. As you can see, it's all red, white, and blue. We've got red, white, and blue clothes on, and blue napkins, red tablecloth, white candles, white plates, and all our silverware and our crystal. And so Joni decided when she went to dollar store and she saw these wings, angel wings for children for only $1, she bought 8. So most of us are wearing our angel wings on our heads. But we're having a great time. As you can see, we have the American flags on the table. This is our patriotic table.
This is patriotic, no question about it. Red, white, and blue, there's no question. But where did you get these? You had to look hard for somewhere.
A dollar store. These are from the dollar store. Dollar store. And we brought our plates and our silverware and our glasses from home. Everything. Oh, and I brought the red chair cushions. And yeah, we're having a fine time.
All right, but you know what's missing, ladies? She's got blue hair.
She's got big hair.
She's got pink hair. What happened here? I made mine gray. Right? Yeah, you did that. Yeah, okay.
Poor Tony, he can't stand my blue hair.
No, I like your blue hair. It's growing on me. It's growing on me. Over here, Lucas. I want you to stand up.
I didn't do anything.
I know. I want to talk about what you used to do.
I probably got something in my teeth.
Now, first of all, give me your name.
I'm Fran Kimball.
Okay, but you used to be the main person over, or one of the main people at least, over at the silent auction.
Gary Higgins was.
And Gary just told me that he's kind of stepping aside and other people are going to take over now.
Right.
And that includes you too.
Well, we're sort of just enjoying this year.
Yeah, you've been doing it for a long time.
About 7 years.
Yeah, so what prompted you to want to make the change?
Just give it a little break and give somebody else a chance.
Okay. You have a really neat table here too. I would say though, I voted their table number one at LobsterFest.
Yes.
The way they
love
decorated it, and yeah, they did a great job.
They did.
But you guys also did a great job. And I'm 2 tables over. My wife said we're going to have to upgrade next year because of you guys.
Oh. Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
You got Sherwin here too, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Richard.
All right. What? Come over here. So you're okay, Lucas. I'll bring him over. First of all, before I begin this discussion with him, how much wine has he had? Just a little. Okay, just a little, they said.
It's true. It's true. It is.
All right, that's good to hear. But actually, our guys controlled that pretty well. At the tents, the beer tent, the wine tent, they do okay.
They did great.
They make sure nobody walks out of here snockered.
That's right.
Which is a good thing. So you've been here forever. You've been here year after year after year. What brought you back this year?
LobsterFest is a tradition in Guilford. It's always benefited the Rotary. The Rotary does good stuff. We've always believed in it, and so we've come back every year.
I love this guy. He always does a great commercial.
Where's Matt Hoey?
I don't know. I didn't see him.
I didn't see him either.
Yeah. Unusual.
How come he's not here?
There are a couple of candidates in the room, though. I can tell you that. I did come across a couple of candidates. Yeah. He's not a candidate this year.
So I think that this is a great event. It's a great tradition, and we should always continue it.
Now, weather was a real issue this morning. The weather reports we heard were not positive.
Not bad.
Turned out
not terrible.
Good. I think we're losing it right now, though.
Yeah, it's starting to rain now.
Yeah. All right.
But good.
All right,
Tony,
terrific.
good to see you.
Good to see you. All right, guys. Okay, I'm going to pick on a couple of more people here.
Okay.
First of all, tell us who you are.
Hi, I'm Barbara Cuzale from Madison, Connecticut.
From Madison?
Yes.
And Joe Goklowski from Madison.
From Madison. Okay, so how did you get here? Have you been here before?
I've been by car.
We go by car.
No.
We go here by car. Yeah.
I've been here for many years. I was a Guilford resident, and I'm a Madison resident now, but because of Bill Stapleford and the
All right, stop there.
Yep.
Stop there. I know Bill very well. Let me tell you right now.
He has two friends then.
Oh, wait, yeah, no, I didn't say I was a friend. I just said I knew him. But here's the thing. In life, I know you know this. He's already told me he knew this. In life, you're going to be judged by the people you hang out with. And you're hanging out with Bill Stableford?
Yes.
And?
I'm just hoping we don't run into any friends so they see that.
Oh, okay. And he's turning red. Look at him.
Come here, Bill.
That's right.
Oh, my God. All right. Now, we're like at two ends of the political spectrum between the two of us, but we are really good friends. If we could get that kind of camaraderie in Washington,
absolutely,
we'd be all set.
Anywhere, it doesn't matter.
Anywhere.
Come by our moment.
Now, who else is in the group with you? Who do you have here?
That's my wife, Elizabeth.
Elizabeth, how'd you get away from this microphone? I know, I still have corn in my teeth, too.
And Chris Robinson. And I don't know that guy over there.
That guy over there?
And this is Stableford, or destabilized. That's destabilized, and those are her son and daughter-in-law.
Hi, how are
from
you
Boston.
Guys?
They're from Boston.
From Boston?
Yeah,
that's good.
They came down to get a good lobster.
Hey, have you guys been here before? Been to LobsterFest? You have? All right, terrific. Hey, sorry to interrupt.
He went to Guilford High School. He's a native.
What year? What year?
2009 he graduated.
Who's in the Interact?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's good. I got 3 graduates right in my family too. Take it easy, guys. Thank you, Lucas. All right, LobsterFest is a big, big deal for the adults, but it's also a big deal for the kids. Who are you?
I am Jordan Espinoza.
You're sitting on my lap. Why is that?
You're my grandpa.
Oh, I'm your grandfather. Oh, okay. And who's this guy here? Who's this?
I'm Wyatt.
Okay. You've been here before?
Yes, I have.
Okay. What did you guys eat?
We ate pizza. We had Coke and orange soda for a drink, and for dessert we had pie and ice cream.
All right. How was the pizza?
It was very nice and good.
All right. And how was the pie and ice cream?
It was good. It was apple pie, so even better.
You don't like apple pie?
No, I do.
You do?
I
okay.
do.
And what kind of ice cream?
I think it was vanilla.
With vanilla. Do you have a choice?
No.
No, it's all vanilla?
It's all vanilla.
I got to get over there now and get mine. All right. Did you have fun today?
Yes.
And you're relatively dry. I see you're a little damp, but it's starting to rain now, isn't it? Yeah. And who's this little girl here?
I'm Alexandra.
And did you have a good time today?
Mm-hmm.
What did you have to eat?
What?
Did you have pizza?
Yeah.
Yeah? Was the pizza good?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah? All right. Good time.
Okay, now I am going to interview you.
I'm ready. Go ahead.
Okay, so how did you set up for LobsterFest? Like, what kind of order did you do it in?
Well, there's about 75 people in the Rotary Club, and we've been working. Actually, a few of us started on Thursday. Friday, a whole bunch of us came. Today is Saturday, a whole bunch of us were here in the morning. So it took a lot of people 3 days to set all this up. Can you imagine working that hard?
So, okay.
Is that good? You good?
So, what kind of things did you set up to kind of entertain people?
Well, a lot of the big tents were put up by a professional company. So we don't have to do the real big tents, but all the small tents we do, all the tables, all the chairs, all the tablecloths, all that kind of stuff. And you haven't seen it yet, but there's a big pavilion over there that's loaded with tables and chairs. That's what they call the general admission seating. That took a lot of work to set that up. And we also did where they cook the lobsters and the steaks.
Okay, next year, do you plan to do this differently or close to the same?
Say it again.
Next year, do you plan to do this differently or sort of the same?
It'd be the same, probably the same, yeah. This is the 22nd year that we've done this, 22 years.
Well, it's good that you're doing this. Keep it up.
You want me to keep it up?
Keep it up.
I heard the other day, I heard from somebody that you have a career day at Calvin Leet School.
That is correct.
And and what did you say you wanted to grow up to be? What did you want your career to be?
I thought being a cameraman would be good, but actually, over here at the camera is Lucas Espinoza, my brother. Yeah. So he's taking over. He's usually doing the job at GCTV, which you do. You work there.
Well, I hope you
kinda.
guys take that over someday, because I'm getting old for that. I'm getting old. But I like the idea that you volunteer to do that. It's a good volunteer. It's a lot of fun, and you get to meet a lot of people.
So Lucas has been filming for GCTV for about how many years?
He's at least 3 or 4 years now. Yeah.
So Lucas, do you plan to pass on the time out.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay, I'm with Guy Tomasi, who is the incoming president for the Guilford Rotary Club. And as I mentioned when I talked to Bob Hartman, the outgoing president, this coming week, in 32,000 clubs around the world, the presidency's changed for 1 year. All terms are 1 year. And you're the new guy coming in.
That's right, I'm the new one.
Well, we know what we had. You're the unknown.
Well,
so what can I expect?
I'm excited to be the president. I'm also very honored to be the president of Rotary. We have a dynamic club here in Guilford. And history, you're one of a past president. You know what we do. And what I want to do, too, is one of my goals is, we do a lot on an international level. On a national level, local level. I want us to make sure that we don't forget our community of Guilford. There's a lot that we can do right here in town, and I want Rotary and the community to know Rotary better. And I really believe that when they get inspired, they're going to want to be part of our organization.
Yeah, in terms of both membership and getting involved in events like this?
Exactly. Certainly in membership and involved. We have so many volunteers who help out at this event. And this is an event, started back in 1997. And through that many years, as the Rotary, we've given back over $500,000 to our community.
Yeah, I didn't know that anybody took the time to actually go back and kind of look at the bottom line from each of the years that we've done this. It has been profitable each year.
It has.
And it probably is $500,000.
Yeah, because when we look at, what we average per year, and over the course of 21 years, it comes out to a little over $500,000. That's a heck of a thing, and we want to continue to do that, and we want the community to know that we're a good partner. We're a great partner in this town.
Now, they told you when you stepped up to do this that there's no salary. Did they tell you that?
No. Actually, you told me, you gave me a salary. You said what it would be.
No, I said I would give you a 20% raise over what Hartman got.
Oh, okay.
And he got zero.
He got
So do the math. Do the math.
But you know what? And all kidding aside, I'm really looking forward to it. I'm really looking forward to it. I'm excited.
Well, I think you're actually ahead of the game, because I've watched you as part of the membership now, not leadership, but I've watched you when you take over on an occasion for Bob when he couldn't make a meeting and you step in and take it. You're doing a good job already.
Thanks, Tony. I appreciate it. And, it's easy when you got the support of the club. And everybody steps up all the time.
Now, do the wrong thing, see what happens.
Well, I know it, But, so much of the club runs itself, too. I mean, we've been around. People are used to doing things. We've got great past presidents like yourself who know how to rally, know how to get things together. So that's what makes it exciting, and it's fun.
It is fun. It's a fun club.
And that's what it's about.
Now, you've probably been around to other clubs in the district and maybe outside of the district, as I did when I was president. Nothing compares to Guilford for some reason. The camaraderie we have, we really kid around with each other pretty good.
You got to have a certain set of shoulders to be part of our club, too. Yeah. But I remember that I
let me tell them what happened. I was the nominating chairman.
Yeah.
After the election was over, I announced to the club that our new president is going to be Guy Tomaselli. Who the hell is Guy Tomaso? This is Guy Tomasi.
I even turned around. I thought there was somebody in the room that I didn't meet yet.
Yeah, you didn't win.
And I was like, okay, I guess I'm not. But you know, I remember coming back from visiting some of the other clubs, and when it came for Happy Dollars, I threw in Happy Dollars to say I'm happy to be part of the Guilford Rotary, because we have a certain amount of friendship and camaraderie and fun. Well, some other clubs don't do that. They really don't. So I'm looking forward to it.
Well, you know what I like about Rotary? You mentioned that we support international things, which we do.
Yeah.
Polio eradication, literacy around the world, clean drinking water.
And look at the one we just
did.
But
we do a lot of stuff locally.
Feed the children. We did 28,000 meals in a half a day. That's going to Haiti. So we do a lot. But I always say, let's never forget our roots, and our roots are here in Guilford, and that's who we have to always keep first and foremost, as far as I'm concerned.
All right, Guy.
All right.
Sorry for that thing when I announced
Tony,
that you won.
problem.
You didn't know you win, but
it's a pleasure. Looking forward to it.
Yeah, it'd be great.
All right.
Thanks so much.
A lot.
And with that, folks, I'm going to wrap this tape up now. If you haven't been here before, make sure you get a chance to get here next time. This is an unbelievable, fantastic event. And guys like this put a huge amount of time in here to make it the successful event that it is. So with that, this is Tony Fapiano. Thank you for watching.